2016 and offer a variety of brakes from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from brakes. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Friday morning.
It is that time.
I'm surprised we got Crosscheck in the house already. He wasn't hanging out at all last night. He was ditching me.
Does he even wake up this early?
I guess so. Must have to work or something like that.
He's over there pretending to work again?
Maybe. I don't know. He was pretending to be sick again yesterday, I think. Just milking it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, me, I'm sick again.
One of those guys that catches a cold and just has to be out for 2 weeks, you know what I mean?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Oh. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Trick-or-treating was good.
Yeah.
I feel 10 years younger.
You look 10 years younger. We're talking. It's like the beardless Ryan is not a sight that comes out often.
That's right. That's right. But I had to paint my face.
Yeah.
Last night for
I don't think too many people are hanging out in the break that you popped in for.
Yeah, I mean Ginter's a little bit of a tough watch. Ginter's one of those products that's super awesome to open and to get a mail day, but super boring to watch.
Yeah.
So
it's just a long flagship.
It's
heavy
a long
product.
Base card heavy product,
and that was also right in like mid trick or treat time too. So I think we got more people hang out later. But yeah, if you guys wanna a little laugh, go check out. I think it was Ginter number 14 to start my night last night.
I might have popped in costume last night.
Straight Mad Hatter style.
That's right.
Who picks the costumes? Is it you or is it Amber? Like, does Amberly say what you want?
Yeah, Amberly kind of says every year what she's feeling.
Yeah.
As far as what she wants to dress up as, and then we, obviously dress up, around her.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago we were Little Mermaid.
Okay. And you were.
She was Ariel, and Laura was Ursula, and I was Sebastian.
Okay. The big crab.
Yep.
Nice.
And then last year she wanted to be Elsa. Okay. And so Laura was Anna, and I was. Do you remember?
I know who he was. I can't. The little ice cube, the little snowman dude or whatever.
The ice cube, Olaf.
That's who it is.
Olaf. So Amberly decided she wanted to be Alice from Alice in the Wonderland this year. Laura was the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
Beckett was the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, that looked awesome. Like Beckett a little blow up like.
Beckett was the Cheshire Cat, and I was the Mad Hatter. So.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good stuff. I mean, there's no David S. Pumpkins.
No, not at all. That costume just lasted only 5 minutes though. The Mad Hatter costume didn't have any rips.
No
dysfunctions.
But I did put my Mad Hatter pants on, and then I realized I had to put my socks on, And I went to sit down. I'm like, yeah, not falling for that again. So I actually had to take my costume pants off or like pull them down to my ankles so that I could sit down so that I could put my socks on. Because I for sure wasn't sitting down in that.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case you guys missed it during the Mystery Pumpkin Smash-a-thon, I think it was about 10 minutes in, maybe 5. We had a big old rip down the bottom of our
Yeah, I broke
pants.
a couple of things. I broke Emil's face
Yep.
with the baseball bat.
I'm really lucky that didn't. You must have just nicked me like
You must
right
have
on my
just
cheekbone.
got, like grazed.
Because it wasn't like usually if you get hit with a bat, even just like that,
You could have been
bruising
you could
up.
or you could have been like gushing, like
Right, yeah, you had
nose bleed.
Yeah, I mean, my nose is a big target. Like I could not have been good.
Right. So drilled Emil in the face with the baseball bat. If you did not watch the Pumpkin Smash-a-thon,
Yep.
then on my practice pumpkin, I split my pants, which was awesome. So I had 4.5 hours of Mystery Pumpkin Smash-a-thon with split pants.
It's a good airflow. That's all it is.
Right.
Just need the airflow somehow.
Oh, no, it was good. It was good. We had fun, guys. I hope you guys had fun with the Mystery Pumpkin Smash-a-thon. Thanks for those of you guys who are local and came and hung out. A lot of people came and smashed their own pumpkins. Some of the weaker locals came, but still had you smash their pumpkins.
Yeah, I don't think that was a question of strength. I think that was a question of let's see how many pumpkins Emil can smash until he like physically can't do it anymore.
Or maybe I'll get lucky and Emil will wipe out on my pumpkin.
I will say, all things aside, it is amazing that we did not have a torn ACL.
I mean, somebody
like a busted something. It was so slippery.
It was like this plastic tarp was covered in pumpkin slime
from the first one,
and it's a miracle somebody didn't end up on their butt.
Yeah, there's a lot of slip and sliding,
especially like the collectors who popped their own pumpkins.
No, I know. Yeah, there's definitely some guys that came up there a little too cocky in terms of like how they were going to smash their pumpkin. It's like you got.
I thought for sure somebody's going to end up on their butt. We had one lost wedding ring.
One lost and found wedding ring.
And found.
Yeah, I don't think I necessarily planned for that happening.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Apparently, so the guy that lost his wedding ring next says that he just lost like 50 pounds or something like that.
Right.
And so his ring wasn't fitting as good. So I guess that's understandable.
Yeah,
that's
smashed
crazy.
the pumpkin on the ground, and in the follow through, his ring just went whoop. So.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I did have a decent wipeout in my attempted jump into.
I went back and watched that. We gotta clip that. We're gonna have to clip that and get that up on social media everywhere. I had a graceful Charizard fly into the pumpkin pile. You had a.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had a Charlie Brown into.
It took me a while to get up.
At least he landed on mostly pumpkins and not just straight concrete of the parking lot.
Correct.
The pumpkins broke your fall a little bit.
Correct. Yes.
I almost broke your fall a little bit. I thought I was going down with you.
I was gonna try and like give you a little pile driver, but I didn't make it that far. As my feet went out from under me.
So I said something was getting smashed up there.
Yeah, you lost a fingernail.
Yeah, honestly I have a feeling that my finger's broken.
Come on.
Maybe not. So last night I'm done with breaks. It's 3 a.m. I'm leaving. Everything's frozen over because it was kind of rainy, and so everything was frozen over last night. So I get out there, it's cold. I have to start, I warm the van up, and I was in our big, transit van, so it's got the monster windshield. I can't reach half of it, even with even with an ice scraper. So I turn the heat all the way up, start blasting it, and I go to start, scraping the ice. And the ice scraper we have in there is brutal. It's the one where like the middle's kind of worn out, so you're only getting like the 2 end sides, so you have to go like 5 times just to get one spot. There's a lot of ice and snow buildup right on the wiper, like right on the bottom there. So I'm chipping it out, and I hit a piece of ice, and my hand slips, and I jam my finger again.
Oh my god.
The bad one, and I didn't have the Band-Aid on or anything, so it's just straight, and I'm freezing out there. I don't have gloves. I wanted to cry. I don't think I've ever had pain that bad, especially like no adrenaline, like not just like
yeah.
So that's what made me think, is like, this might be broken. That hurt way too bad for what that was.
It's not broken.
I know, look how red it is, swollen too.
Yeah, that's because your fingernail's going to come off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. I got through the whole break shift with it. We'll get through some break shifts next week with it. I'll live, but yeah.
Did you rock a Band-Aid for the break shift?
Yeah.
You gotta go out and get some decorative ones, like
some flowery one. What's that one that you wore?
My favorite was the Minion Band-Aid. When I that was the same. I had the same thing. I smashed my finger.
Yeah.
My fingernail was basically coming off, and so I wore. I actually had a bunch of blood underneath. So I don't know if you've ever done that trick where you like
heat the needle.
Yeah. Actually, a paper clip works better because it has a blunt end. So if you heat a paper clip until it's almost like red and glowing, and then you burn a hole through your fingernail, then that releases all of the blood and the pressure. The pain goes away like instantly. But then I had a burned hole right through my thumbnail, or whichever. I don't remember. I think it was a thumbnail.
Yeah.
So then I wore a Minions Band-Aid over the top of that.
Nice. I'll have to ask Amberly when I see her next if she has any extra Band-Aids that I could take from her.
There you go.
No, Maddie, I didn't rub any dirt on it. I figured the pumpkin guts that are inside of it are good enough, antibacterial.
Yeah, it's for sure getting infected with all the pumpkin guts underneath the fingernail. So, anyways, we had some adventures. 250 smashed pumpkins in under 4.5 hours.
Which is great timing because Titus scared us a little bit.
Yeah.
What was the math? He was like,
Titus thought for sure it was going to be 2 minutes of pumpkin, 500 minutes for 250 pumpkins, which is over 8 hours.
Yeah, and that would have had us there until 3 a.m. smashing.
And well, no, 1 a.m.
I don't know, man.
Good math. 1 a.m. But also the weather in the week leading up to the event
and after the event
said rain.
Yep.
And storms.
Yep.
So that thank God.
The next morning it was snowing like crazy. We would got like 2 inches of snow.
Like, think about water and pumpkin guts on that plastic tarp. It would have been an absolute.
I actually don't think we would have been able to do that. If that got any more slippery with snow and sleet, like we would have had to do something else.
Who knows?
That wouldn't have worked. I'm so glad on top of just being freezing, like it was a little bit chilly. It wasn't the warmest night of the week, but it wasn't like anywhere close to below freezing.
Right.
Which
that helped.
That helped a ton.
Yeah.
That helped a ton. So no, that was an awesome event. That was
fun.
That was That's
it was a lot of work to be determined if we try to pull that off next year. It was a ton of work.
250 pumpkins. We went heavy right out of the gates.
Carving them, numbering them, hauling them around. We had to move 250 pumpkins like 4 times.
The worst part about this, guys, we were like, Ryan and I legit had the conversation. We prepare for every single scenario. We legit had the conversation. It's like, okay, if these 250 pumpkins snap, do we need to have another 250 ready to go just in case?
Just in case.
I think I've reached my physical limit of pumpkin smashed. I've been in a bad shape these past 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm sore in places that I did not know I had.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Seriously.
So yeah, 250 was not gonna happen again.
Right.
I'm gonna need until next Halloween to recover.
Oh my.
Jake says Christmas ornament smashing in December. What are we doing for Thanksgiving first?
I don't know. We'll see.
Do turkeys splatter like that?
Yeah, turkey mystery packs. You gotta reach up the bumhole to get your prize.
Yeah, so instead of me smashing pumpkins, I'm unstuffing turkeys.
The turkey. Oh man, maybe we won't do that one.
Maddie, I've never had those. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh man. So we've had some fun products. Ginter came out. Ginter's a great product. We had a case of Ginter in the store yesterday.
Yeah, we gotta get that one posted up for you guys to see because that was insane.
That had a double rip card, 3 normal rip cards.
Yep.
In one case, a triple rip card box topper.
Yep. So 3 regular rip cards and the box topper.
Three rip cards, a double rip card and a box topper rip card. 5 rip cards in one case, plus a 101 glossy.
Which is crazy. Those are impossible to hit.
Impossible to hit. A booklet. A relic auto Edgar Martinez booklet.
Yeah, that was sweet with the big old like wood bat slice.
Yeah, and 3 Hall of Famer autos. John Smoltz, Frank Thomas, and Ichiro.
That's crazy.
In one case.
That's crazy.
That's bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a lot. You definitely, like, for one case of Ginter, having all of that is insane.
Yeah.
You did not see that often at all.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, that was what Ryan was yelling about in the store for sure.
Yeah. Chris, we have tons of pumpkin pie in the building right now. If you are a pumpkin pie fan,
yeah, come up to Champlain. We got
we've
5
like,
for you.
We've got like 5 pies in the refrigerator, plus hot apple cider in the kitchen.
Yep.
We're rocking the fall theme here at Real Sports Cards.
Yeah, I had pie for breakfast and dinner last night.
I just finished a piece of pie
I'm gonna have to
for
relax.
breakfast this morning.
Pumpkin pie. I love pie. Are you like
I love pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
You heat it up though, right?
No.
What?
I've never once done that.
What?
I just loaded up with a big dollop of Cool Whip. Right
Oh
on
no,
top.
you gotta heat it up first.
Really?
Yes. Heat it up first. All right, you're going to have a piece of pie after this. Heat it up like 45 seconds and then have the dollop of Cool Whip on it. It is amazing.
I'll give it a shot. I kind of like it cold. I'm not going to lie.
No.
I never even thought
You're
about
going to eat it and you're going to be like, why have I
Yeah,
been
but doesn't the
cold?
crust get kind of like soft?
No. Yeah, but it's already kind of soft because, it's not like a crumbly.
Yeah, at least the
crust.
bottom and yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jake says the same thing. Yeah, Rutgers says black.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
You for sure heat up pumpkin pie.
You guys are on my side for once.
No. You're going to try it and then you'll vote.
I'll give it a try.
All right.
I'll try anything once.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Rutgers says apple pie. Yeah, I can see apple pie. And
I
get
had
that warm,
I had a
gooey,
piece of
like-
apple pie last night, and,
Yeah.
and it was heated up. It was fantastic, but pumpkin pie heated up is blessed.
All right. Well, I'll get back to you guys tomorrow or next week and let you know what I'm thinking.
Yep. So what other products did we have this week? SPA.
SP Authentic.
SP Authentic Hockey.
Yep. It's one of I think it's probably one of Upper Deck's best products that they make every year, just from a content standpoint, and on top of just the rookie autos sell for way better than any other rookie auto that year. Obviously, the SP Authentic Future Watch auto is one of the most classic autos in the hobby. Just
It's kind of like
period.
It's kind of like the Contenders rookie ticket auto has always been for
exactly
football, right? It's
Yep.
like this is like the iconic. This is the one you want.
Yep. You've got the Cup RPA. You've got the SP Authentic Future Watch auto.
Right.
So 23-24, obviously some big dogs in there. You got Brock Faber, you got Logan Cooley, you got Matthew Nyes, you got Luke Hughes, you got 5-10 other guys that are legit, and then you've got the Bedard chase.
And I mean, we get so used to throughout the year Upper Deck products that don't have guaranteed hits in them.
Mm-hmm.
Having like 2 to 4 autographs per box is kind of refreshing.
Yeah, I mean,
for a hockey product.
One guaranteed, but you're seeing a lot of times way more than one. So yeah, it has been really, really good. And the nice thing is it's not just a rookie chase for autos. They throw in, it's all on card autos. They throw in all the big legends, and they throw in all the current vets. McDavid's got a ton of stuff. Austin Matthews has a ton of stuff. It's just a really good product, and it has translated well in breaks as well.
Yep.
And did you see what the first Bedard Future Watch auto sold for?
No, what did it sell for?
First one sold on eBay, I think it was like $6,000 Canadian, so like $4,500 for just the out of $9.99 true.
Out of
Future Watch,
$9.99. Wow.
which is
That's
insane.
bonkers.
I mean, you look at like a Blackhawk spot in a full case is I think $2,600.
That's wild.
Doesn't take much, and then you'll have patch autos that are selling for crazy, and then
lower numbered autos.
the inscriptions, they'll go even bigger, and there's massive bounties on the 1-on-1 stuff. It's been good.
Yeah.
So SP Authentic we had Allen and Ginter, and then today we've got a fun one. I don't think we had anything else.
Yes,
on,
we did.
Wednesday.
We did.
Oh,
We had something else this week.
Wednesday.
Last night, you ripped it for the first time.
A little Pulse Futures baseball.
How was this? So I did not watch Pulse Futures baseball.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm imagining something like Onyx or Leaf or something like that. Talk about what's Pulse.
Yeah, so it's exactly what it is. The first time we've ever bought it, I looked at the checklist. It was cool because it was focused around the 2024 Futures game. So a lot of those guys that had played in that game. I think they're a relatively new company overall, a little bit newer than even Onyx was. But the exact same type of style as Onyx, just more autos in each case. So it was 5 autos a box, 3 were base, and they're on like a thicker card stock. They had a nice foil to them. They actually felt pretty premium. You know, if you think back to Onyx, it was, and I love the Onyx products. You know, they had Vintage Extended, which was more of an old school card stock, just a 35 point, you know, paper card. But these had a little bit of, you know, a little thickness to them and felt a little bit more premium. All on-card autos, which I think is something that we miss a little bit about Leaf,
Right.
Since they switched to stickers a few years ago. All on-card autos, and yeah, it was actually really, really good. We hit pretty much all the big names in there. I mean, you've got Leo DeVries, you've got you've got Kyle Teal, you've got 10 other Samuel Basalo, you've got James Wood, you've got so many guys in there, so it's such a deep checklist.
And it's a ton of autos for a low price point.
Yeah, it's 50 autos.
Yeah.
Yep. With 2 of them in each, with 20 encased ones that had a sweet design too. It kind of like had a little bit of a retro design, but a premium feel. So we ripped that last night. We only have the one more case, so we'll probably run that on Saturday, either morning or night. Yeah, exactly, Matt. That's what you said. It doesn't look like a cheap product at all with the amount of names and how the cards look. So yeah, I was actually really, really happy with how it was.
And today's
the big one.
Today's fun release.
Yeah, my favorite product of the year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The guy who still has watched Zero.
Still watch Zero. Yep, correct.
Do we have to have like a watch party here?
No, I'm gonna have to go on medical leave, so I'll watch it on medical leave. No, I've not watched it yet, but I'm gonna learn a lot today.
You're gonna learn a lot.
Yep.
While breaking Star Wars Chrome Galaxy.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn about all the different battles that they have. I tell you what, Star Wars Chrome Galaxy every year has been. I think it started in like 2021, and it came out like super cheap. Well, it came out super cheap.
Yeah, right.
And it was a limited print run, but
Early,
those boxes skyrocketed because of the artwork on it and how sweet the stuff was and how well all the parallels were selling. Like I remember those skyrocketing like $400 a box or something crazy for that first year Chrome Galaxy. Last year I think they made some changes that made it a little bit, I don't want to say worse, but they had some autos in there that weren't necessarily the biggest names. I don't know if it was the artwork or what the deal was that wasn't as good.
It wasn't an auto in every box.
Yeah, well, it's not this year either.
Yeah.
Or no, last year was an auto in every box.
Oh, it was?
It was an auto in every box, but it was super watered down.
Oh, that's what it was.
I think the product in general is more watered down. This year they brought it back with, I think we're going to see a couple autos a case, roughly. We're going to see on average 4 to 5 sketches.
So
21 sketches
they pulled
per
back
case.
on the checklist a little bit.
For sure. And the artwork is insane. Like, as a non-Star Wars fan, like, I know who Darth Vader is. I know who some of these big guys is. I know who Rey is. Like, they absolutely killed the design this year.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, he's my favorite. That's my boy. That's my boy. So we're doing a format that we've never done before.
Princess Leia.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's my favorite princess of that whole. It's like Princess Leia and then Princess Peach. So no, I'm pumped. So I'll be ripping the first dual caser. It's 2 cases. You will get every single card parallel. We're gonna pick your card or pick your format. So like all the inserts are grouped up. A bunch of the different sketch artists are grouped up, and again, we're gonna see probably 8 to 10 one-of-one sketches, which for Star Wars those always sell super well. So yeah, make sure to jump in that. That one's up and filling. We'll be live with that one at noon, and I'm excited. We're gonna do some super fractor chasing. We're gonna do some Luke Skywalker chasing. And I'll teach you guys all about Star Wars during that one.
Where's your Chewbacca costume?
I wanted to wear I'm so mad I couldn't wear my Charizard costume last night.
Yeah, it was destroyed. I think that costume is sprouting pumpkins.
It might be. Yeah, there's definitely seeds in there that just buried into the fur, the whole thing.
Right.
Ryan wouldn't even let me into the shop with that thing.
No,
on. we
I'm
took him off outside.
I literally said, take this out. Take this outside. Take the costume off outside. Do not even go into the shop with that thing on.
Part of the problem is those
Disgusting.
pumpkins are dirty. Like, they are legit. They didn't clean those things off.
No, they've been sitting in a field their entire life.
Yep. So the whole stomach of Charizard was just black from dirt and mud. My hands were even darker, and then it was just pumpkin guts throughout the whole thing.
Every once in a while, you get a rotten pumpkin.
Yeah, then that one splatters even more up in your face.
Those were gross.
Gets in your mouth. We had a whole pumpkin pie that whole night, just from splatter.
How many people are pumpkin seed people? I am not.
No?
Not a pumpkin seed people. Any of you guys pumpkin seeds? Like, do you cook up the pumpkin seeds?
I will never do store-bought pumpkin seeds again. So I forget when it was. A long time I was coming back from a road trip somewhere from like South Dakota, and like Giants like sunflower seeds. They had a bag of pumpkin seeds, and it was in the fall. I was feeling festive, so I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll grab these pumpkin seeds." They're actually really good. I housed probably the entire bag, and had to pull over on the side of the road and get rid of the pumpkin seeds. Just made me sick instantly. But I do like carving a pumpkin, frying them up. That's salt them and everything. I haven't done that in a while, but
cinnamon and sugar.
I've never done that actually. That sounds really good.
There you go.
Yeah, that does sound really good.
Yep.
No one's pumpkin seeds fans.
Nope, not a single person is a pumpkin seed fan.
So, I guess not.
Just Leatherman.
Is Leatherman a big pumpkin seed fan?
Yeah, Leatherman's a pumpkin seed guy.
Did anyone end up taking a bunch of seeds or no?
I know Derek.
I saw Derek was like.
Derek kept. So Derek helped us out with like shoveling the pumpkins out of the way after we smashed them, and he was like keeping a pile of pumpkin seeds, like with a broom.
Yeah.
Swept off to the side. So I don't know if he took those pumpkin seeds home or not.
Unless he was mad at me for ruining it, because I threw one of the smashed pumpkins and it kind of landed right in his pile and dispersed a bunch of them. So
I would be more worried about like the rotten pumpkin.
Yeah, but if you bake those out, then you just bite down. It's a little, then you throw it away. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it's gonna taste good, but
Gross.
I think it's gonna hurt
Or
you.
the pumpkin that was already sprouting.
That was cool, actually. So that one was definitely brought it out.
We had one pumpkin where the seeds inside already were sprouting into new plants.
Yeah, which is crazy inside of a sealed pumpkin.
Right.
But
yeah,
circle of life.
What releases do we have coming up next week?
Next week we've got probably a general hobby favorite flagship type product in Stadium Club on Wednesday.
Stadium Club Baseball.
Yep.
Yep.
And they're going to do the same thing like last year where they have some chrome in there. So there's going to be super fractors. We got to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Got to talk about some big news with that this week too.
The new bounty. The new bounty announcement.
The new bounty announcement for Topps Chrome Super Fractors.
Right. So if you guys missed it, we've been having some crazy fun with the Bowman Super Fractor bounty because it got huge.
Yeah, what was the final? Was it 6,800?
Yeah, it was almost $7,000.
Yep.
For the Bowman Super Fractor bounty. We finally hit it this week, and we're like, this was fun. Let's do this for Topps.
Mm-hmm.
So we made an announcement that we now have a separate Super Fractor Topps Chrome bounty, and that applies to all products that have Topps Chrome Super Fractors in them. So that includes Ginter. Ginter has Super Fractors for Topps Chrome.
Yep.
Stadium Club. Obviously products like Topps Chrome Update, Topps Chrome Black, Topps Chrome Cosmic Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of products through the year. Even flagship Series 1, Series 2, Series or Update have Super Fractors in the silver packs. So a lot of products that have Super Fractors.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to bounty those.
Yeah.
So we'll get a new one started.
I think that jackpot's already up to like $800 for Tom's Ginter this morning.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, obviously not a massive $6,800, but there's a lot of cheap teams that can hit a super, end up with $800 break credit. I mean, I think it's fun to
nice added bonus.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. So there's gonna be some people getting some added credit now in Tops mixers. We're not just gonna subject it to the Bowman people. So yeah, I'm pumped about that. But yeah, Stadium Club next week, and then Tops Chrome update is the week after that.
Yes.
Which is going to be potentially the most loaded we've ever seen Topps Chrome update.
Correct.
Just like Topps flagship update, which was amazing.
Yep.
Just looking at our release calendar. If you guys were ever curious on what comes out the next week, go to the Real Sports Cards app, go to that Dropping Soon tab. We're teasing them out a week, 2 weeks in advance and staying updated as much as we can with release dates, but everything for next week is already up in the app. We've got 2024 NT Collegiate Football, which... that's an underrated product. I think the more and more I watch college football, the more and more I love these type of products, especially NT Collegiate, because that's where you get all the sick, like the bowl patches or like the sponsor patches. You know, the one year they did for whatever dude had all the Cheez-It patches, like all that sort of stuff. Just the team logo is so cool. We've got Impeccable Soccer, a new one in MLS Superstars, which is more of a value product, but with messy auto chases, and then select WWE, all for next week, and then we'll have some fun for next Tuesday night.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be voting.
Tuesday night,
everyone's gonna be voting.
Get out and vote. We're not gonna tell you who to vote for, but get out and vote. And after you've voted for president, and in your local, you know what? Honestly, all right, I'll make a political comment.
Okay.
You ready?
I don't know if I am.
Your local voting is almost more important than who you vote for president.
Like for mayor and stuff like that? Or like senators?
And your school district and all of that kind of stuff. You are voting. I think a lot of people go out there and they're just like focused on president.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? But when you actually take the time to learn your local candidates, find out what the people in your community stand for. Like, these are people who can really quickly and immediately impact your lives, your kids' lives, everything like that directly. Mm-hmm. Because they're making policy for your community. Right. So I would almost argue that that's a more important thing. And I think not enough people actually put the time into learning about their local candidates.
Yeah, I put zero time into it this year.
Yeah.
I'm actually still waiting for a few more ads to try to convince me either way to who to vote for president.
Stop. All right, that's enough.
I need some more ads in my life to.
But after you vote, whoever's the most negative.
Yeah, exactly.
After you vote in the polls, make sure you come back to the Real Sports Cards app for our very own night at the polls breaks. We've done this before.
Yeah, we did it. I think 2 or maybe it was 2 years ago that we did it for the second elections. It was a blast.
It was a lot of fun. Basically, what we do is we create some mixers with a couple of anchor boxes.
Yep. So 3-4 boxes that are guaranteed to be ripped. Those are in the mixer.
And then everybody gets to vote on the other boxes that go into the mixer.
So we'll have 3 or 4 voting periods with 2 boxes that are similar in price, but very different in content. So, for example, you could have, I'm trying to think of 2 boxes that are similar in price, like Topps Chrome, or you could have Allen Ginter or Stadium Club. Vote on which one you want. Or you could have Topps Chrome Update, or Logo Fractor.
Or Tier 1 Baseball.
And 5-star.
Or Topps Chrome Black.
Yeah. So that are even more different.
Even more different.
Yep, exactly.
Or 5-star or Cosmic Chrome.
Yep.
So you're going to get to actually vote and contribute. And you don't actually have to buy into the break to vote.
Just come hang out.
Anybody hanging in the chat can come, hang out, vote for the box that you want to see in the mixer to get ripped.
Yep, exactly. So that's going to be, when we did it a couple years ago, it was an absolute blast. Everyone was hanging out. It's a good little, part of what we do is an escape from all the craziness. And Lord knows there's going to be plenty of craziness that night. So come hang out, get your mind off of off of everything else, and we'll just rip some stuff and have a good night.
Seriously.
The real voting matters on the Real Sports Cards app.
Yeah, right. Yes. More important than your local elections, even, is voting on what baseball box to open.
That's true words have never been spoken, I don't think. So that's all coming up next week.
Yep, having fun. We've got breaks dropping in 20 minutes. We still have the Star Wars break Galaxy up and filling right now.
And some Ginter up and filling from Tom overnight.
Yep. And this is a good time. If you guys have any questions, this is a live Q&A, so feel free to drop your questions on us. We've got about 20 minutes left. We love to answer questions about our breaking operation or our shop or industry things, behind the scenes, you name it. So if you've got some questions for us, make sure you hit us with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Dallas, we won't do, if we're doing full cases, we won't do like vote on the case. We'll just do that for mixers with individual boxes. So we want to make sure that we have a known thing that people know they're getting into with all the choices, but we won't do that with full cases. That'll be tough.
Yeah. Thanks, Luke. Luke, I had a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun every year dressing up, and it was super fun having Beckett dress up for the first time.
Yeah, that was cool.
So
the little cat costume was kind of awesome.
Yep.
It was one of the ones, like, I saw the picture briefly. It like had the legs like.
Yeah, he was in the carrier. Laura was
right.
Laura was carrying him.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Cheshire Cat thing attached to the carrier, and then he had his little Cheshire Cat.
That's awesome.
Hat. Laura was hilarious because halfway through trick or treating, Beckett fell asleep, and she just thought it was hilarious that every house that we went up to knock on the door, crack a catnap joke. So Laura was cracking catnap jokes all night long.
That's pretty good.
After Beckett fell asleep, it was quality.
Did you know I just saw this clip Caitlin Clark was saying in Des Moines, Iowa, and apparently like St. Louis does it too, but might be only those two cities. I'm not sure if anyone else knows any other cities that they do it. Kids have to, like when they go up to knock on houses to get candy, they have to tell a joke before they get candy. I thought it was the weirdest thing. Yeah, Caitlin Clark's like, yeah, this is normal to me. Like, no one else knows about this. But in Des Moines, Iowa, and I think they said, like, St. Louis does it too, you have to, have a list of jokes and tell a joke to the owner of the house before you get candy.
I have never heard of that. Do we have any St. Louis or Des Moines people who can confirm this crazy rumor?
I know. Caitlin Clark said it. It's got to be true. Caitlin Clark said it. It's got to be true.
I don't know what I think about that. I mean, is that like weird. Is that just like or is that just weird and different, like us playing Duck Duck Grey Duck instead of Duck Duck Goose?
Yeah, but why just those two cities? Like, everyone does Halloween. How did that just become a thing in those two like super random locations?
Apparently, somebody voted for the wrong people in their local elections.
That might be what it is. I have no idea.
That's clearly what it is. Dallas asked a question on Facebook. Do we have certain products we get more of in because we like breaking it, or is that decision based on collectors? I would say that decision is almost 100% based on collectors, because our decisions to get products in are based on what is filling well, what is filling quickly. So basically, you guys vote on what we buy every day by how quickly breaks fill, how much or little we have to discount to get things full, things like that. So that's how it is. You guys speak with your wallets. And when products run out of gas, that's when we stop breaking them. Even if we love them, even if we think they're an amazing value, if they're not filling, then that's about where we stop.
Yep. Even on formats, too. I was talking to someone. We had a mixer with Cosmic Chrome last night, and someone had brought up, we need more half-case pick your teams and not half-case pick your parallels. And I said, to be honest with you guys, the reason that we stopped going with, as many pick your teams is because the pick your parallels were filling so much faster, so much less discounts. Like, we're just reacting based on those metrics alone.
Yeah.
So, then we post a pick your team and 20 of the spots get discounted. So we just can't continue to do that.
Right. Yep. So that's what decides what products and for how long and what format we're breaking.
Mm-hmm.
So what other questions do you guys have? How'd the pumpkin skunk prizes go yesterday?
Really good.
Yeah.
Did you like our mystery pumpkin?
Yeah, I was admiring all of these pumpkins.
Is Amberly going to take those home now?
Amberly already has this one.
Oh, really?
Yep, Amberly already has this one.
Yeah, no, it went well last night. We added a lot of extra little surprises, extra little prizes to each break.
Cool.
Just for fun. So
nice.
Yeah, similar to how we did the mystery eggs in Easter. You guys will see us do more stuff like that for every single holiday.
Yeah.
So Maddie, that's a good question.
Maddie says, was it tough coming up with 250 pumpkin prizes? Yeah, it was.
And this is the first time we've ever done basically it was a repack.
Yeah.
In essence, right?
Yep. It was tough. The expensive stuff was way easier than the floor items, the $100 items. We had $1,000 items, lots of $500 items, lots of $400 items, $300, $200, and $100. The $100 items were by far the hardest to come up with what would be a good prize. I mean, at the end of the day, people are buying a $199 pumpkin, and so if they get a $100 item, that's an L, right? That's a loss. So you want to have $100 items that people still feel good about, even though they spent $199. I think everybody knows it's a chase. It's a treasure hunt. Everybody knows that they could get a $100 item, but we don't want to just throw any $100 items. Like, we really, really spent a lot of time trying to find $100 items that we liked and that either had upside or were just really, really sick items. And it was really hard. In fact, at the end of the day, all of our $100 items actually averaged out to $130 because we just ultimately were like, okay, yeah, this $150 card, we're going to use it. This $140 card, we're going to use it. Just because they were great cards.
Yep.
So
they definitely went against the profitability of the entire thing when you slot them in at $100 value. But I think it made the L's 10 times better than they would have been otherwise.
Correct.
Because we had some sick cards in there.
Yeah, there were awesome cards in there. Chris asked if the tricks were better than the $100 items. So that's probably a little debatable.
Yeah, debatable.
So here's the philosophy for the trick pumpkins. There were 5 treat pumpkins, which were, the big prizes. And then there were 5 trick pumpkins. The 5 trick pumpkins had a guaranteed $200 value of items.
Yep.
Right? So for $199, you didn't get a $100 card. You got $200 worth of items. But they were items that we just wanted to get rid of and in the shop, right? Like, we have like 100 mosaic hanger boxes from 1920 basketball in stock.
Yep.
So we were able to move 10 of those.
Yep.
And that's like a $300 value.
Yep.
In that trick pumpkin.
Yep. The
multi-sport blasters. So we were able to move, like, I forget, it was like 7, 8, or 9 blasters.
Yep.
Over $200 worth of value in blasters.
50 Pokemon packs.
50 Pokemon packs is $200 worth of value.
Yep.
So yeah, they had $200 worth of value, but again, they were some miscellaneous things that we wanted to get rid of. So again, what would you rather have? That or $120 sick autograph.
Yeah, I
card.
mean, if you have you could have given 50 different kids Pokemon packs, and that would have cost you $200.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, one of them was 4 Topps factory sets.
Yep.
Like, you know what? You might have a really good way to re-gift those for Christmas,
For sure.
or something like that. Then it's a great, then it's a great trick pumpkin.
Yep. It's definitely up for debate on a couple of them. Dinner with Ryan and Emil at Manny's. Are you a Manny's fan?
No, I'm not a Manny's fan.
I've never heard you talk about it.
No, not a Manny's fan.
Yep.
No. My dad's birthday is today.
Nice.
Tomorrow, we're still trying to decide exactly where, but I'm thinking Butcher's Tail for his birthday.
That's what I figured you'd do.
Yeah. If I'm going to go downtown and eat, there's a 99% chance I'm going to Butcher's Tail.
Yeah. I still need to try Porzana.
Porzana's good.
Yeah. That's the one I still need to try.
Yep. Porzana's good.
Yeah. Maddie, that would have been like a double treat.
Yeah. Dallas has another good question on Facebook. What do you guys think of the collaboration with PSA and GameStop, where you can now GameStop is buying slabs, so you can bring PSA graded cards to GameStop, and GameStop is buying them, and 2, you can now submit cards to GameStop to be scented for grading.
Interesting.
So
I knew they were buying slabs. I'd say my only opinion on that is make sure you're doing your research before you just sell to them. I use their online tool for a couple cards just to kind of see, and some of them were 10% of what actual comp value was on
10%,
eBay. So
20%, 30%.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of 10%, 20%, 30%. We actually had Nate, our store manager, go through a lot of our singles inventory in the store and scan our own cards just to see what the offer was going to be on them, and it was literally almost every card 10 to 30%.
Yeah.
And here's my problem with it. I feel like the only thing that accomplishes is taking advantage of people who don't know better.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, but
because no collector, no real collector, is going to knowingly accept 10 to 30% for their cards, no matter how hard up for money they are. Right. The only people who are actually going to accept 10 to 30% for their cards are the people who don't know what the cards are worth.
Yep. And just say, oh, they're offering me this, that must be it.
Accept them at their word.
Yep.
For what they're willing to pay for it. And I think that lacks massive integrity.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But isn't that always kind of GameStop's motto with video games and stuff like that?
Yeah, we'll pay you 10%.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And I just feel like that's garbage for trading cards.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So
especially with stuff that's so easy to find out what the value is, and so easy to take a picture, list on eBay, and get sold for full comps.
And as far as grading submissions, call me biased. Hey, listen, we do grading submissions. Technically, we compete. So maybe you just write this off as, I am not happy that they're competing with us. At the end of the day, I don't need some kid.
Jake said it best right there.
I don't need some kid who is blowing into video game cartridges to clean them.
That's super biased.
That's Nintendo style, right?
I don't think no one's doing that. I don't think no one's doing that anymore.
I don't need some kid that is blowing into Nintendo used Nintendo cartridges, prepping my card, my $400 card for grading.
I did that with Game Boys back in the day. You did the same thing. Did you ever have a Game Boy?
I had a Game Boy, of course. I had
I
had an original Game Boy, the old school, legit one.
I had the main one I had was the flip one.
Oh, for sure.
Those things are sick.
Yeah. No, we had to blow in the Sega cartridge. We had to blow in the Nintendo cartridge. We had to blow in everything to get it to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna take my cards to card people to have them prepped for grading.
Yeah,
so that's just my opinion.
Yep. I don't remember the last time I've been inside a GameStop.
Trying to think. I went in there for something. They had some holiday thing. that they were selling that I was trying to buy. Forget what it was.
You're obviously a big gamer.
You know what it was?
Huh?
Nintendo Wii.
Oh, nice. We were just talking about that.
The last time I was in a GameStop was to buy a Nintendo Wii.
Nice. Jeez. That's a long time ago.
15 years?
Yeah, I mean, I had a Wii through, like, middle school, so, and graduated in 2010-ish, probably was the Wii came out probably, like, yeah, around then.
Yeah. Yep.
Wii Sports Resort was still the best game ever. There's some great Wii games. We were talking about
Mario Kart with the steering wheel.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Was just awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. I like doing Call of Duty. You could do the campaigns with, they had like the plastic like gun that you put the remote here and the nunchuck here, and you could actually be like doing the. I thought that was fun too.
Yeah, that was good stuff. But we're live streaming, so you can't make those kind of.
What do you mean? Everyone in college football does it.
Hand motion.
15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. Brandishing a weapon.
Yeah.
Did you see another? Speaking of just dumb stuff happening in football, last night in the Jets.
Patriots.
Was it Jets Patriots? No, it wasn't Patriots. It was Jets Texans.
No, it wasn't.
It was 100% Jets Texans because I had Tank Dell starting on my fantasy team.
I didn't even see it. Somebody had it. The only way I even realized there was a game on was while we were trick or treating. Somebody had it like blown up
on there
inside their garage. They had
awesome.
the football game projected. I'm like, oh, there's a football game tonight.
That's awesome.
Didn't even realize that.
So I didn't see the exact play, but dude, I think it was a defenseman or maybe it was a wide receiver, whatever makes a catch. Is wide open, a 20-yard gap to the end zone, sprinting, drops the ball before the goal line again.
Oh, I heard about it. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Like inches, right?
Yes. They call it a touchdown, review it, and gets turned back. And because the ball rolled out of the end zone, it's a touchback. So then it's Texans ball. It was like every single year, without fail, no matter how many times you see videos of guys doing that, both NFL and college, it happens multiple times. I just looked over and see the draw. It's like, what is happening? So that's almost as dumb as the weapon celebrations.
That's bad. That's bad. What's the equivalent of that in breaking as a breaker? The equivalent of dropping the ball at the half-yard line as you strut arrogantly into the end zone.
Oh, it's got to be like, where on certain products like Bowman, like they'll have an insert that looks like that's like pinkish or something,
or it's like red on the edge.
Yeah, and like screaming,
and
"Oh, we got
a red! We got a red!" And it's the international, it's the dual,
just a base card, just
the
a
international insert was like that in Bowman Chrome.
Yes,
right.
Or it's a fuchsia number to 299 or something dumb.
Oh, it's a red! We got red!
Wait, that's in the auto spot. Red
auto spot, and it's a international insert card that's worth $1.
That was Malachi Corley's first touch this season. Oh, that's even more brutal. His first touch in an NFL game, and he does that.
Wow.
Oh, yuck.
Wow.
At least the Jets won, Jason. You got to feel good about that.
No. On that note.
No more pump fakes.
On that note, yeah, seriously, that's painful. Well, that brings us up to the 10 o'clock time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Maddie, all right. That's a good one because I got rocked by that so many times last year.
Even this year, it's like, Pirates.
Oh, it's
Pirates auto. Oh, Jared Jones.
Quinn Priester. Quinn Priester. Yeah, that's so. Henry Davis. Oh, Pirates rookie auto. No, let's go.
Yeah, that happened. You had a bad one recently, didn't you? Oh no, you had that in SP Authentic.
Oh yeah.
I had
SP Authentic. I opened a box of SP Authentic 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Well.
No.
No. It was
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I opened a box of SP Authentic. I'm doing the reveal. Future Watch auto. All right, that's what we want. Blackhawks. No.
I had
no Bedard
in my full case last night. I had a Blackhawks Future Watch auto with the inscription.
Oh my gosh!
It was David Gust.
Yeah. Brutal.
It's like, oh, that's gross.
That's painful.
That was gross.
Gotta love this hobby, right?
Tom says, who's the new guy?
Gets you high, gets you low.
Gotta love it.
Right on. Well, that, my friends, is going to wrap up All Cards Ship this morning at our live Q&A. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys as always. We've got breaks dropping now. So check out what we've got on the docket for the day. Hang out in a break. Say hi to the breakers. And have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you.